The first emotion was surprise. Detention wasn't planned.
Era muy difícil por él, por los niños, y entonces fue muy
Then a
difícil.
second emotion, confusion.
No, muy mal, tú me desesperaba.
Heidi's husband, John, was detained at the Aurora Detention Center. He was then transferred to facilities in Louisiana and Texas. The moves felt like a disappearance.
No supe de él, ni preocupada porque no supe si lo habían mandado para Colombia. No sabía nada.
She relied on the ICE locator app. Submit a birth date, name, and country of origin. It tells you the whereabouts of your loved one in ICE custody. Except for weeks, it didn't.
Yo todos los días mandaba correos, llamaba, pero no me dan respuesta por ningún lado.
And without the locator, they found no other way to get information.
I would put in the search and it would just say 0 results.
Holly Chang with Aurora Unido CSO tried to get information on John. Phone calls, messages, no answers.
If you agree with that or not, people should not be disappeared in this country and treated in a way that's so inhumane. And people's families and friends should not be wondering where they are.
Other advocates would tell you Heidi's situation is not unique.
So it was incredibly chaotic, incredibly confusing. All of us would sort of end the day after trying to get information completely exhausted, frustrated, and frankly enraged that it would be so hard just to get the most basic information about someone who is detained.
Another advocate, Whitney Duncan, ran into the same problem. No info on the ICE locator, with not just one family, but 2. It got to the point where families couldn't put money on commissary accounts to even make calls because they didn't know where they were.
I feel like we sort of spread our nets far and wide and spent a lot of time on the phone and really just trying to get very basic information, and we're unable to, even with multiple advocates working on behalf of these families. It's absolutely unacceptable to be seeing people disappeared without due process, without anyone being held accountable.
For Heidy, she eventually heard from her husband again when he arrived in Colombia, deported.
Como te digo, si el localizador no aparece y él no se comunica, no podemos saber de él.
Her husband, held by the system, then lost within it. When we asked ICE about this issue, they forwarded us to an FAQ page. Now, since we first asked, they have since included a phone number that people can call when the locator is down to find information about their loved ones. We're curious to know if that's something that will be more reliable for people who do just want very simple answers about where their loved ones are. In Denver, Angela McCall, 9 News.